So let me start the record. So this is the example I want to share with you because it's just really funny. Now, if you could see the screen here, this one, creating wealth, creature wealth. Can you see that one?
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so look at this. So this is different color of a person. But look at the prices. Now, this little symbol is ETH, is the FNet. So if I bring that up for you, and you will see what I mean, ETH to AUD. Okay, so at the moment, one ETH equal to 1,400. So $4,111. Now, if you go back to the example here, look at that. It's 0.448. So let me put it in for you. 0.448. 0.448 equals to 1,800. Now, guys, I don't care how rich you guys are, but would you buy one of those pictures? You can be honest, sorry. I won't, but you know, even if I got, yeah, you know what I mean? No. Can you guys draw better than that?
Maybe.
Honestly. I mean, I can doodle, and then I think I probably can do better. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But anyway, this is what it worth at the moment. So, and someone created this artwork, and I think, you know, with all the ability, I think, you know, they could do better. Anyway, this worth about 1,400, as you can see, $1,800. So if you're an artist, please start doing some artwork, digital artwork. If you know, if you, I mean, I don't think I had the artistic bones as such, but I think I can do better than this or that one. Okay, anyway, but hey, huge money there. So guys, there's hope for everybody. So I just want to point that out. Okay, so without going too crazy and picking on people, I think there is a lot of room, but for real art, this is just a bit too simple. I mean, I can do better. I think we can all do better. So what I'm going to do is, pictures of people. Can I go through with you now the PowerPoint because or let me see how many people is here first. Okay, so far, so I'm going to do it quickly, okay? All right, so now this one is about getting started in the crypto market. So if you haven't gone in the market yet or very curious about the crypto market, I will give you some basic understanding and get you to a point that you have some knowledge, okay? Now, again, guys, I want to put this out first, legal disclaimer. It's not an investment advice, okay? So please do seek independent advice before you invest in crypto, NFT, you know, all those things. So please don't, you know, just go in because, you know, you think it's easy, never is, and also depends on your situation too. Now, with all been said, I will show you an example, couple example of people that put $1,000 in and turn over $6 to about $1 million. Okay, I'm going to show you some example. Now, I should have done more. I should have put more money in it, but I didn't. So I'm just, you know, saying that to myself, shit. But a friend of mine put 50K in one of the example that I will show you. And the guy clear, so he you know, on paper, he cleared $27 million, but in actual, he only cleared 12, okay? So I'll talk to you about it. And also for those of you actually here today, you know, when I do the meeting with him, I'm gonna ask him for the actual screenshot of the statement. So that way, you know, based on the techniques that we both share, he make that money. So I just want to share that with you. Now, if you only put $1,000 in, you know, we're talking about 600K, but that's $600,000 that you could have made, okay? So I just want to point that out. Now, is it for everybody? Not really. So please do be aware of the legal disclaimer. So let's go through the next thing, okay? So what is crypto market? So, or cryptocurrency. Now, you've probably seen all those symbols somewhere or any, you know, basically most platform will have it. So basically, it's cryptocurrency is decentralized digital money based on blockchain technology. And when you're aware of it and why it come about, then you actually understood, you know, where we're going. Now, the whole thing with all this, oh, by the way, there's more than 5,000 now, okay? So just be aware of it. I think there's about almost 6,000 crypto tokens or coins now. And the hardest thing, even for me, is to find which one is gonna have the potentials to give me the return that I wanted. So that was always one of the challenge. But we got it to a point now that we can actually recognize it, whether we're using trading bots or our trading methodology or the way how we invest. We identify certain things that actually helps to pick the best coins out of the whole lot, because there's so many fake ones, scam coins and all that. There's one called U token, and these only advertised through the Facebook, but there's, when you dig deeper to get the white paper and all that stuff, you can't find anything. So when you have those things, then something's not right. And I will show you how to go about, getting information. So part of it today's thing. Okay, so let's go through this quickly. So cryptocurrency is based on blockchain. So what is blockchain? So blockchain is basically an open distributed ledger, so that records everything. So if you bought a car, you will have a record of it, and then that record doesn't sit with the just the bank or the dealers and you. It actually sits on a blockchain, so everybody can see it. So the record of you buying the car sits on the chain, so that it will be clear, it's transparent. There's no muck around, if that makes sense. Now, part of the problem with the financial crisis that we have in 2008 was that people borrow money, they bought stuff, they roll things together. There was no transparency, and that's what caused the market collapse. If you look at it, Lehman Brothers and all those companies went bust because they were doing deals that's so dodgy. If you had that on a blockchain, you could see it, then there is no way you would say, hey, this can be done, if that makes sense. And that's why, Bitcoin come about. That's the whole purpose of it, okay? So use of the cryptocurrency has their own copy of the book, and they create a unified transaction record. So this record is through the whole blockchain. So when let's say I sell the car, that sale will be passed along the blockchain. So everybody, in the network will see it. And that's what makes it so special, okay? And this is why the government now want to take control of it, because they realize that, hey, if we can see what's happening, there's no mistake, people not paying tax and all that stuff, because it's very clear. So that's why they try to get it right now and passing laws to do it. Now, so basically, every time there's a new transaction, the copies are copied and updated simultaneously. So, and everybody on that, if I had the wallet or something like this, it will be updated straight away. So for example, you bought some Bitcoin, and on the blockchain, people can see it. They know exactly what you bought, So that's the good thing about it, okay? So it's very accurate and also transparent. That's what's so important about it. Now, how does it all work? Very simple. So basically, a cryptocurrency is a medium of exchange. It's digital, it's encrypted, it's decentralized. There's no centralization anymore. So that way, not just one person control everything. When you decentralize, everything spread across. So that's what provided the transparency, if you want to think about it that way. And also, no one's controlling it. That's great. Now, if you want to go back to the very basic of economics, in economics theory, we talk about supply and demand. So how do we know that, the value of a product or service is how much demand there is and how much supply? The higher the supply, the lower the demand, but lower the supply, higher the demand. I think that's the best way to value something. And the cryptocurrency with the blockchain will really provide that fair value, not the intrinsic value that we say to people. We think this worth this because that we had the knowledge. But when you spread across decentralized stuff, everyone can see it. So then they say, hey, I can get this for $1. Why would I want to pay $1.50? So does it make sense? So people can see the supply and demand very clearly in that context. Now, the other thing is that these tasks are distributed through the internet. Unless you can hack the internet, every devices on Earth, it's a little bit hard to control the outcome, if that, put it that way. So that's the good thing. I have a wallet on my computer that hold these special coins. And every day or every few days I update it, I will see exactly how many people have bought it or sell. So which is great. So that way, if I want to buy something, it will be updated on my wallet. So it's someone else. Now that is called fair, isn't it? And then you can see the value of it too, because then if I bought it at $1, it went to $2. That means there's more demand for the goods. So of course the value goes up. But if things got worse, value will drop, and it updated automatically too. Now, how do we use the crypto coins? Couple of things. You can actually buy goods and services. Now in El Salvador, they use Bitcoin as a legal tender, which means that people actually use Bitcoin on their phone to buy goods and food and all that stuff. Now, the reason why they did it that way is very simple. Banking system is very expensive, and to set up one, you need external people to come into your country to set that up. ATM machine you don't own the ATM machine, by the way. Even if the bank, they had to rent it from the company and then to use the network. So basically, if you control the network, in entrepreneurship, we talk about those things, you control the revenues. So, and they were very smart, because also El Salvador is not the country that you want to go to. And it's not really safe, but it's getting better, because people getting wealthier, then things is done differently. So in El Salvador now, they can use Bitcoin to buy goods and services. So which makes a lot of difference. Now, the other thing is you can invest in a cryptocurrency, just like stocks of precious metal, which is fantastic. So you can buy on low, sell on high, make tons of money. Now, there's more millionaires been made the last 2 years than the entire, I think, the length of human history. That's what they were saying. The amount of millionaires that makes money on cryptocurrency is, add all up together, the entire human history, which is a lot, 100,000 years. So can you imagine that? So that's something really interesting. Now, can I verify the facts? No, I need to find the whoever that said it, and I will verify that. But but it just sounds really good though when you say it. Now, the other thing is you can actually get paid by cryptocurrency. One of my cigar business now, we take Bitcoins or repos and all the other stuff. So because it works and it's easier to manage than currency, because currency, especially fiat money, value drops a lot. So if you have a look, the last few days market drop and it affects this fiat money. So that was a big thing. Now, the other things you can do to earn crypto is actually doing some affiliate marketing, play games. If anyone play computer games, you can actually earn Bitcoins. So I had a game called, it's like those Candy Crush, and I make money Bitcoins on it. So it's just for fun as well. So I usually earn a couple, I think, very small amount every week. But that works for me. It's for fun, so I do that. But that's how you can use it, and also how you can earn some money. Now, so with all being said, right, can we manage the fraudulent stuff with the blockchain? There's two methodology. The first one is called proof of work. This is when you got to do something on it. And there's the other one is called proof of stake. So there's two types. So the first one is proof of work. This is a decentralized consensus machine. Basically, the member has to solve some mathematical problems and to prove that the chain is actually working. And it's been used very well. Most people use it anyway for mining and also to validate transaction. When you mine the coins, that's what you do, proof of work, by solving problems. So I don't know if you heard anyone mines crypto coins. I had a little setup with my laptop. I mine certain coins and pick up something like a week, about $20, cost me about $5. So $15 just to plug in the computers. I put a little solar panel outside. So basically I'm using the sun to mine it. Pretty good. And it's nothing fancy, by the way. I use an old video card on my laptop, those old, about 3 years ago, those old laptops, anyway, MSI. And to mine it, so I make $20 minus $5, $15, $45 a week, $45 a month. So you add it up, per year. That's like $400 or $500 that I just solving problems using a video card. Come on, you gotta laugh at that. If I add, improve it, my nephew is gonna help me to get a better video card, which will be able to bring up to about $100 per week. So we are bringing down the energy prices so that way we can mine a bit better, and it's fantastic. Just something that I can do that can make me money. So so if I can upgrade that probably be about 1,000 to 1,500 money that I can make, and just mining coins. So that's the one part of it. The other one is called proof of stake. This is consensus process when you create a new blockchain. So basically, you're validating every entries so that as the distributed data, you can actually keep it secure. So there's two methodology. Now, there is a video on my YouTube channel talks about that. I'm not sure whether I uploaded proper or not, something wrong with it. But if you're interested to learn a bit more, it will be there. And just let me know if you need it. I'll just share that with you. So there's just two methods to manage it. So there is a thing called 51% attack. So if 51% people can actually attack the network, it could crack the blockchains. But I guess if you want to do something, you can get in a group of people to do it together. I think it can be achieved. So things to improve, so technology and the coding is improving all the time, so that could change. So, but at the moment, there are two ways to manage fraudulent activities. So your money is pretty safe, considering. Now, there are three main types of currencies. So I'll just go through that with you and the different categories. So why is it important to know the different types? First of all, Bitcoin is the first type. So Bitcoin, what we call digital gold. So because there was the first one that been done, and a lot of people buy it for the security reason more than anything else. So Bitcoin is the first type. Second type is called alternative coins. So this is another thing. Basically, after Bitcoins, people start getting into the blockchains and created their tokens and coins. And Ripple is one really good example, and ETH. They are the two biggest one really that people actually, after Bitcoin, they've gone into it. Okay, so two of them. Now I buy Bitcoin every week, regardless of the pricing. The reason why, I had some Bitcoins. I had a friend who bought 10,000 Bitcoins back in 2013. And when he told me he bought 10,000, I thought he said, all I heard from him was that he bought $10,000. And I said, and he said, yeah, I had to borrow money from his house to do it. I thought to myself, why would you need to borrow money for $10,000 with your house? Anyway, so then I realized he bought 10,000 because at the time, Bitcoin's at $500 a pop. You know how much he's worth today? $500 million. $500 million in Bitcoins. And he used to teach at Swinburne. I'm not even joking. We used to share the same desk as a sessional. And it was telling his wife, his wife's gonna kill me. I said, why? For $10,000 you borrow against your house? Come on, use your credit card. That's what I said to him, but I didn't get what he said was that he bought 10,000 Bitcoins at $500. No wonder why the wife would kill him. So now I got it. The wife loves him. He said, oh, they got their own private jets and all that stuff. So not go into detail, but that's what happened. And the final one is the tokens. So there are the three different categories. And I buy this regularly. I trade alternative coins and tokens, but tokens I don't like so much. I'll tell you the reason why. Okay, so first of all, Bitcoins is the first digital currency, so created using blockchains. And now people say Satoshi released this idea. No one knows whether it's a man, woman, could be a dog, or a monkey, who knows? But someone released this idea about the digital money in 2008. The reason why for this is simple because of the financial crisis. And they saw that a lot of issues with the systems. And everybody, even up to last year, they say Bitcoin is a scam, all that stuff, because they don't see their value. But now they changed their mind. People are now going into Bitcoins big time, big fund managements buying it. People that are usually not interested in Bitcoins, got billions of dollars in it. because they realize this is the next big thing. So it's going to be going higher. There was a forecast about Bitcoin at the moment, 50K. They say by the end of the year, with all the war going on and all the pandemic shit going on, Bitcoin probably be about 200K. Okay, so imagine you start buying it now, so it will be 3 times what it is probably by the end of the year anyway. So just keep that in mind. The other thing is that cryptocurrency is created for mining, which you guys know. So basically solving problems. So if for Bitcoin, it's a bit hard. You really need some serious machinery. They call rig to actually mine the Bitcoins. But I mean, there are other coins, alternative coins you can mine without, going through crazy stuff. So, but if you're interested in mining, let me know, because there's methodologies to do it. There is calculators to calculate how much it costs you and what your profit is and all that stuff. So if you can work it out and get cheap energy somewhere, you can actually make decent money. So just want to talk to you about that. Okay, so the other thing is alternative coins. So basically they build on the same, up on the framework of Bitcoins, but they have their own distributed ledger technology, and that's what makes them different. Okay, alternative coins. Now some coins has it, not every coin has it. Syscon has it. So have a look at Syscon, which I'll show you later. Tron has it. So just remember, if you own the part, the technology, the ledger DLT, it's easy for you to manage. You can actually, offer that DLT to someone else. But if you don't have it, if you got a project you want to do blockchain, if you don't have it, you have to borrow from someone else. And guess what? When you borrow from someone else, you have to pay a fee. And if they increase the fees, guess what? Your revenue will drop. So got to be very careful with it. Now, token is actually built on the existing crypto blockchains. Now, but what they don't have is the DLT. They do not have distributed ledger technology. That's why I don't trade tokens that much. So if I was investing or trading, I leave tokens alone, because I know if something goes wrong, they got nothing to back it up, first of all. Second of all, if someone increase the price, guess what? Value will drop. So got to be very careful. Just make sure that which is a coin or token, because it will really help you to define, which one you want to go in. Also, the other thing is, it's not that I'm saying to you don't trade tokens, trade it, but just be mindful of it. So don't put 100,000 on a token when you got alternative coins that you actually is real. So a bit better for investing anyway. Okay, so different types. So there are different types. So the first one is called stable coins. So they are very stable. So they usually tether to like a currency. So US dollar, Australian dollars, and they don't go anywhere. They tend to be moving sideways like this, okay? So that's the first one. Then you got privacy coin. Now, when I say privacy, I mean, no one knows what you're doing. When you bought it, the blockchain will say you have, there's a record, but they don't know where you bought it, when you bought it. So very important. And especially in the future, when everything is going to be digital, you want to have some privacy. Now, the next one is called exchange token. This is when you're on the exchange platform, they give you those tokens and then you can spend it, you can buy it. If you play games, anyone play computer game on the internet, they will sell you those tokens, or does anyone play, any farming games, you have to buy tokens and all that. Yeah, that's what it is. So, but people, is a lot of money in it. So I'm not saying anything, but just, I don't touch it because, because it fluctuates quite strongly. And the final one is the central bank digital currency. Now, China has been doing it. We're going to have some probably by next year. So you won't get any more real cash anymore. They are digital, which is quite scary because, do I really own that, or it's just, can you imagine you go to buy a house, you got the digital currency. So do I just drop the, can I take it out from my wallet? Those questions you're gonna ask yourself. But that's what the 4 different type of category. So quickly go for this. Now, privacy coin is private, so basically no one can see it. And there's 2 types, Zcash and Dash. They are very private. If you really want private coins, don't buy Bitcoins. Bitcoin is not a privacy coin. Morano, I'll talk to you more about that one. That's really more private. So if you really want privacy, go for that one. Stable coin. So you got the Tether. Tether is really like a stable coin. I think it basically attached to one of the currencies basically, and they support it. So it doesn't move much. Very stable. So if you want to buy it for value, I'll probably find something else. I mean, but some people buy it. I had one of my trader. He went and bought Tether. I said, why? Why would you want to buy Tether? It doesn't move anywhere, So I think he put $1,000 in it, and it moved like 1%. I said, well, dude, may as well just put it in the bank. At least you earn some money. But he went into that, so he got out, and then it just doesn't go anywhere. So those two. Oops, we got 10 more minutes. So the next one is exchange token. Like I said, it's created by the exchange. It's only used on the platform for services. So it really doesn't give you a lot of value. So I'll be really careful with those one. There are tons of tokens. So don't get sucked into when you see it, because if it's going up, just be careful. And of course, this one example is Bitcoin coins. That's one of them. And then you got the digital currency, which is the Bank of China been doing it. Australia is going to do it. Canada, US they are trialing some form of it, and in the future will be all digital currency. So we basically will never see real money anymore. So just be careful with those things. And if you really want to hold some real value in the future, have some silver coins, have some gold coins. They're real. At the end of the day, all this stuff. Someone set up a EMP, forget it. Everything will be gone. So all your value will disappear. That's why my friend who owns $500 million, guess what he have? Tons of lands. He have gold, real gold, not paper gold. That's called digital paper gold. Do not buy those one. It's not real. Okay. If you want a real gold, just get a real gold coins. Okay. Not a fake one. But just be careful. So this is one of them. Now, work out your goal, guys. Really important. When you're getting started in the crypto market, you got to think about what do you want to do in the crypto market. First thing first, do you want to invest? Invest means you're going to be buying it regularly, holding it. So that's investing. Trade, you can trade crypto and buy in and out, making a couple percentage. I have one student who does it, does about 5 to 10%, and but they move about 12 grand. So he's, I think on average, he picks up about $800 to $900 per week just by doing that. So pretty good, decent. Sometimes do more, sometimes more than that. There was one trade I gave him because we had the same signal. I said, go into it. I just didn't have enough cash to buy it. It went up 96% in one day. So 12 grand, he doubled his money. Yeah. And they said, oh, should I put more? I said, yeah, we should would, all that stuff is no good. So, but it's doing quite well. So that's really good. The other one is mining. Like I said, you can set up some sort of a laptop, mine some coins. There's a different coins you can mine. I can share that with you. The other one is called staking. Now, what that means is you got some coins in your wallets, and you can actually give it to someone and you earn an interest on it. So this is another way that you can make money from crypto market. Now, my confidence with the staking, not really. There's some company for decentralized finance does it. I'm not very confident with it, but they do pay high interest. Now, the higher the interest, higher the risk. Simple as that. Okay, so maybe if you got some you don't mind losing, put it in. That's okay. So that you know how much you can lose. Just don't go in because that give you high return. High return always is the issue. Now, the other one is creating NFT, so non-fungible tokens. Now, this is where we're going to go crazy with our artwork. Remember when you were 5 years old and you doodle on those pictures? Please bring them out because you know what? If those guys can do that crap, we can do better. Or get your cat start walking, put things on the foot, start, walking around. I think that's more, but there is room for this type of things though. Okay, NTF, creating an NTF, or like, I don't know, if you're interested in some sort of crypto technology, that could be something you're building in the future. It's basically coding, really, so you can do all those things. So with all that being said, think about what it is that you want to do, and before you go into it, because don't buy something because someone says it's great. think about it. Okay. Now, this is the website I'm going to share that with you. It's called CoinMarketCap, and you can learn a lot about different products, projects, coins, and tokens. So I'm going to go into it and share that with you quickly. Okay. So can you see the screen? Okay. Yep. Cool. Now this is the one. So I don't get anything from this. Okay. So guys, just be mindful of it. I'm just sharing with you because I find it's really useful. Now, CoinMarketCap has all different coins, different exchanges, different ETF. So we've got tons of stuff on there. You can even learn stuff. Okay, so there are videos and all that. But what it does is also give you a list of the crypto coins. Tether, remember talk about a Bitcoin, ETH. So all different one. Now, if you're interested, for example, you want to know about the coins, you go in here, make sure you change it to Australian dollars, okay? Because then, you can see exactly what it is. So make sure you change it to that. You can sign up for this so you get, information and all that. So let's say you're interested in this one, Solano. So look at that, 140 bucks. It gives you a chart. It gives you the market, the information, and any news about it. So you can actually scroll down. I can't scroll now. I can scroll down. So what is it? So you can actually learn more about it. Okay, who founded that? Who are the founders and all that stuff? So what makes it so special? Competitive advantage. So that's what it is. So you can actually read through all this stuff. Educate yourself. Don't take someone's word for it. If it's something new, check it. If it's not here, that means it's something very new. Okay, so always go in here, check it because it should be there. If you can't find it here, so there's a search button, you can actually find basically any crypto coins. Okay, so that's the first part. So, so read as much as you can, learn. That's really the best way to understand, crypto markets. Okay, so I'm learning a lot of stuff. I mean, things that I didn't know. So that's really good. So that's just one example. Because I only got 3 more minutes, so I won't stay here for too long. Dogecoins. So I've got a story for you for Dogecoin. Let me bring up the entire lot of the data. Man, 2020s in August, around there was not even 1 cent, not even 1 cent. And I said to myself, oh, I should just buy some and all that. I bought a little bit. It went up to 90 cents. Okay, guys. So let's say you buy 500 bucks. Okay, so not even crazy about it. Okay, so let me just bring the calculator out and just showing you. And the number was what, less than 5, right? So somewhere here. So 20, not 50. So let me delete one. Okay, one more. Yep. Let's say that price. We bought 100,000. Okay. And then you say to yourself, hey, if anything goes wrong, I just lose 500 bucks. Don't tell your mom about it or anyone else. Just say, yep, yeah, just put it somewhere safe. And then when it went to 83 cents, you sell. I think you feel like a winner. For 500 bucks, I don't care what people say. I didn't make that much. I had about, I think, 35. That's not bad, but I had to pay tax, so can't get away with it. So I had to pay about 40% tax on it. So it's not bad for that small sum. So guys, there is tons of opportunity. It's just a matter of what you do with it. And you don't have to start with a lot of money. You can start with small sum. And that's the beauty of it. In the stock market, minimum you have to buy is $500 to $600. And the brokerage is about $10. Crypto market, you can buy 50 bucks, and the brokerage is something like 1%, which is 50 cents. So imagine you bought 50 bucks worth of it for nothing. Okay, 50 divided by 0.5, that's 10, right? And then multiply by 83 cents. Your 50 bucks give you a very decent return. And I don't care what people say about 8,000 bucks. Okay. So that's decent money. Okay. So if you want to find out more, guys, check out the website, my websites. And send me an email if you want to learn more. I'm going to make this video available for everybody because I'm going to less than a minute. So I'm going to say goodbye to everybody, and I will give you that the link. Just send me a message on LinkedIn, and I will speak to you very soon. Oh, geez, who's coming in at this hour? It's a bit late. So we had less than a minute. So anyway, we had to redo it. Anyway, guys, I'll see you.
Oh, thank you. Thanks, Nathaniel.
Thanks, Nathaniel.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Okay.
Nathaniel.
All right. See you later,
Yeah.
guys.
So, yeah.
Bye.
Bye.